Hello gang, welcome to the channel, and today we're gonna go through some Spider-Verse characters and the best way to see which character has the most value to go for is compare the characters to each other. And so that's why I decided to keep my Miles Morales level 70 and go against Spider-Man 2099. And I'm not gonna show you the build of the characters, I'm gonna show you what I accomplished on GBR and on World Boss Legend Knull. And I want you to guess what CDP I have on them. I'm gonna show you the CDP in the end. And that's because I feel like the community in general, we are kind of spoiled. Of course, not any character can be meta and like the best character, but I'm gonna show you the capabilities of these two characters, what they're able to pull out in GBR and World Boss Legend, and in the same time I'm gonna hide you the build so you're not gonna be like, okay, I know with this build this happens, oh yeah, I know with this build this happens, you know. I'm gonna surprise you in the end. But before we go through that, I want to remind you that it's the last day of giveaway of my giveaway video and in the Discord, and also that I want you to smash the like button, smash it so the YouTube algorithm can boost my content, and we're gonna have more content drop like shorts, live streams, and even more in the channel. Also make sure that you're subscribed, hit the notification bell so you can know that all this is happening, or else you're gonna miss them. Comment down below what are you going to do with the two uniforms, and let me show you the links about the giveaway quiz. It's this specific video here. As you can see, I dropped this video 5 days ago, so tomorrow is going to be like 6 or 7 days, so that was it. The event is ending and I'm dropping every single week a new giveaway. Here you have to come and answer these two questions. It's pretty simple. If you watch the video, you can figure out easily the answers. That's how a lot of people did answer, easy peasy. Also, there is another thing that it's kind of passive, you know, you don't really need to do something, you just need to come into our Discord server and start talking. As long as you're talking with others, chatting about the game, asking stuff, get help through the GBR bot or the Dimension Rift bot. As you can see here, we're doing daily mythic, you can see here I took the other day 4-star Luna Snow. We're doing daily rifts, we're opening rift through this bot here. As you can see, I'm asking, or I'm saying I'm going to drop a rift, and others comes and join into my rift, or else I'm asking for help into GBR or giving help into GBR. So with that, you're collecting tokens, and with the tokens you can come and redeem a crystal coupon in the end of the period of 2 weeks. And there is a leaderboard counting how much time you have get tokens and stuff like that. And if you don't want to wait until the 2 weeks, you can spend your tokens into the shop, into various perks that you have there. It's raffle ticket, it's like lottery and GBR priority. Also, there are multiple other stuff, you know, like ABL meta characters. You can come here, click the character and see who is the best character to choose for ABX day, for ABL day. As you can see, multiple people is actually using this. And yes, that was it, the advertisement part of the video. So let's go into the gameplay. But yes, I didn't tell you about the rotations. So what I'm going to do with my basically, you know what, we deserve one moment of silence to see this art, piece of art. This is straight up from the movie. Anything looks fantastic with the animations of both of the characters. But Spider-Man 2099, because he's animation himself, you know, and all these glitches and all this stuff looks exactly the same like the movie. So yeah, for Spider-Man 2099, I'm gonna use a pretty simple rotation. I'm doing 3 cancel, 4 cancel 5 for Spider-Man 2099, and for Miles Morales I'm using 3 cancel, 5 cancel into 4. And if I have my tier 3, I start with my tier 3 and do exactly the same again. In the start of some of the gameplay in the World Boss Legend Knull, I was doing some experiment on his rotation, and I was trying to do my 4th skill as the last skill instead of doing my tier 3 instead of doing my 4th skill as the last skill. But yeah, I swap it as soon as possible. So yeah, 3 cancel, 3 to get the old damage buff, 4 to get the old damage buff, and 5 to get yourself this juicy accumulation and do some damage. And if I have my tier 3, I'm doing the 5th skill, and after I'm cancelling into my tier 3, because your tier 3 got this juicy proc and you want to combine with all these effects. So yes, so pretty much it's 3 cancel 4 cancel 5, or 3 cancel 4 cancel 5 cancel 6 for Miguel O'Hara Spider-Man 2099. So let's go into the gameplay now for real. So I'm starting with Miles Morales, and the good part and the best part basically from Miles Morales is the fact that he changed his leadership. The fact that he got a leadership that he can go there and choose himself as the lead, and having 2 supports is really important because it's boosting the buffs he is getting by 70%, to be honest. So yeah, if you have a character that can give 70% attack buff to himself, it's good. You can't really ignore this fact, and you can't really play around it, you know. It couldn't be fair if I was using both in both showcases waves leadership as I'm doing with Spider-Man 2099, because Miles Morales got this extra buff, you know, the level 70. Of course, a lot of people already has say, you know, it's a skip, the update, it's not good at all, I don't like the uniforms, what you wanna do with Spider-Man 2099 and stuff like that. But I want to remind you that most of the people are not even trying to play in the top of the meta. Most of the people trying just to play their game, they're just collectors, and as of this aspect of the view, you know, aspect of the player that it's collector, in my opinion, Spider-Man 2099 and Miles Morales totally worth it. Their animation and the way the look of the character basically are really nice. Of course, you can't find a piece of content that I am engaged at the moment with, like I can't really tell you build Spider-Man 2099 for something I am ranked on. He's not useful for ABX, he's not useful for ABX, he's not useful for World Boss Legend, because you already know that there is level 80 and tier 4s, you know, there's no way a level 70 can compete these characters. But that's another conversation, because we're not talking about that. We're talking about a really awesome character with really dope animation, who is really nice and easy to play. And here I'm seeing you the value of my Miles Morales and how he can perform against stage 49. It was the last, you know, the last difficulty of Knull I could clear without having a level 80 back there 1 year ago, and that's why I'm using that as a meter to count how good is a character comparing to the characters we had pre tier 4 basically. So yeah, you can see clearly he can do that. He's tanky, he can get some hits, and yeah, look at this, 3 cancel, basically tier 3 cancel 3 cancel 5 cancel 4, and all the damage flows really nice. I was trying to proc on my tier 3, but it didn't had it wasn't that nice, but I feel like it's not a big difference between proccing on the 4th or proccing on the tier 3. The tier 3 got the accumulation, but it's not like you're missing the accumulation if you let your tier 3 plays. But yes, you're not losing a lot of hits if you cancel your tier 3. The hits keep going, so that's why the smartest way to go with him, it's tier 3, cancel 3, cancel 5, into 4, and let the 4th skill plays until the end. And here you can see I get guard broken there. I couldn't go and cast my tier 3 and lose it. So I had the clear with 1 minute and 20 seconds. Let's see, 1 minute and 17 seconds for Miles Morales. And let's see about Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099. As you can see here, I swapped Suri for Wave and give him the leadership of Wave. And as you can see here, the rotation, it's pretty simple. I'm doing 3 cancel, 3 cancel, 4 cancel, 5 every single time. And if I have my tier 3, I'm doing exactly the same, but proccing on the tier 3. His damage, in my opinion, you know, as I have done like 2 rotations, one with tier 3 and one without the tier 3, feels really solid. 15 bars in 30 seconds are really solid for level 70. And you can see here with your tier 3, you can go out of iframe and get yourself out of the cleaner cage. Basically, you wanna do that and get yourself out of the cleaner cage. You have to cast it before, so you're into an iframe and the stun can't hit you. So here you can see it's clearly faster, the first part, in my opinion, but I was kind of experiment with my Miles also there, swapping the proc into the tier 3 or not. And Spider-Man 2099 here, you can see he's gonna have no trouble go into this phase. As you can see already, 3 bars, and he's going through really fast. He's going really fast. And guys, yes, what I was saying is that I feel we are spoiled as players, you know. You're getting a character that it's really solid, having a really nice, friendly, proc-friendly rotation, and you're waiting for him to do what? To be meta? On what? You know? You have already built your characters with full Odin's Blessing, with brilliant CTPs, with mighty CTPs, and the game has to keep going and it has to give you the aspect of the collection. We have a collection to do, and the game is a collective RPG in my mind, you know. It's a collective RPG with aspects of PvP and PvE, and it's really great, the fact that you can choose what you want to play. And with Spider-Man 2099, you can have a pretty fair and easy World Boss Legend clear, for sure. You can play with him Alliance Conquest, I guess. You can play with him Shadowland, I guess. And I was using him with the previous uniform always for the Spider-Verse, the Spider Essence stage of Shadowland, because he was the only one who wasn't awakened and he was the only tier 2. Now perhaps I'm gonna swap into using Silk or something like this, and I'm gonna drop him into higher stage. But yes, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him. Generally speaking, for PvP, you know already that he can't stand into a meta that it's full of tier 4s, full of Jean Greys, Adam Warlock. There's no way he can survive these characters, and even Gore or Hulk or Carnage and all these can slap him easy peasy. As it seems, he did 35 seconds faster than Miles Morales. And if you're wondering about their builds, I'm gonna show you right after. But now I wanna go into GBR, and a game mode that no one believes that a level 70 can go there and having an easy day. It was only Doctor Strange, and after Miles Morales came into that update with Spider-Man Tier 4, that he was the only character going through as level 70 and clearing Dormammu easy peasy. So let's go and see. So let's go into GBR and see how my boy Spider-Man 2099 Miguel O'Hara is performing. And you can see here the bars are melting, level 70 character, and look at he's able to pull out. And yes, the build is a surprise to see what CTP or what build I have on the characters. I don't want you to cheat and go in front on the video. It's you know, I have to build the hype to show you what these characters are able to do before you see their builds. And I know no one's care about the level 70s, as I was saying previously, but believe me guys, finding level 70s to clear GBR, it's really hard, and there is not a lot of characters that they can do that. Doctor Strange was one in the lifetime, okay, there is like Thina, Wanda, but it was taking like 7 to 8 minutes to clear there back when GBR came into the game. 1 year ago. So after 1 year, developers are giving us, spoiling us with level 70 characters that they can do that in 1 minute. You can see here, and I'm gonna let you see what he's able to pull out into 2 minutes of the run. I don't want to do a lot, you know, I don't want you to see all the fight, because there's no point staying here and seeing 5 minutes of GBR gameplay. Everyone knows how to clear GBR, but yeah, let me show you. Here a proc feels like from 36 bar to 35, 34. So it's like 2 minus bars, 2 bars minus something for his tier 3 rotation, and the normal rotation do 1 full bar, 100%. So yeah, feels like, you know, if you in 8 minutes left, so 1 minute into the second stage, I'm 1 minute into the second stage, and I have clear 9 bars. That means like in 3 minutes I can clear 36 bars, which is pretty much you know, all the bars you need to clear. So with 5 minutes left, I could be able to clear with Spider-Man 2099. So let's go to Miles Morales level 70. With Miles, as previously, I'm using leadership of himself, Valkyrie as a support, and Fox. So here you can see the bars melting really seriously. Miles Morales was the best with his previous uniform for this content as level 70, but with his previous uniform I had a pretty solid build, and if you go back there into a couple of months and see my showcase for Miles Morales, I was like shocked, super shocked with the output he was having as level 70. But here you can see in 30 seconds I was able to pull out the first half of the first phase. And for the second phase, let's figure out, it's like 1 bar per rotation, it's like 2 bars per rotation, easy peasy, basically 10 bars. Miles used to be like, after Doctor Strange being able to completely smash this world boss at level 70, Miles Morales was always my second choice as level 70, you know, he was like the best GBR clear. It was the easiest way to go through as level 70, and with his old uniform. So with his, but the test I have done with his old uniform was with the CDB of Judgment. So now we don't know what CDB or obelisk I'm using. So yeah, I want you to see the damage output generally, and after go back into every single character and see the builds I have on the characters, and see yourself how spoiled you are these days. Because previously we had like one character, like one level 70, and you know what, level 70s perhaps for the majority of people looking into YouTube videos and stuff like that have level 80s, but for the new players, the new player base that they are not able to clear multiple world boss legend and clear, you know, generally world boss legend and having these level 80 potentials, the level 70s are really important. And let's go now to see, after you see Miles smash Spider-Man 2099 as level 70 on GBR, but Miguel O'Hara feels to be better than Miles for world boss legend. So it's like 1-1 equal, the one winning into GBR, the other winning into world boss legend, even with less buffs. But let's go into the builds. Let's start with Miguel O'Hara first, and let's go firstly into his stats. He got 50,000 physical attack, he got these Urus, almost no Uru, he got ISO set stage 8, so no full buff, no artifact, and a proc, a normal proc obelisk with guard break immunity, which I believe is the best to go because of his lack on guard break immunity and immunity generally, so he's getting guard broken a lot, and his uniform it's rare. So for a new player who don't have CDPs to go for, who don't have multiple, you know, characters and crystals to spend on or go level 80, Spider-Man 2099 is a really good clear for stage 49 of Knull and World Boss Legend with minimum effort for the build. I'm having like 0 build on him. And from the other side, Miles Morales is able to be level 80, so you know he's even better than Spider-Man 2099 if you can level 80 him. But as level 70, having a character with this build, look at his stats, okay? Dodge 55, you see that? Critical rate, critical damage, okay? Look at the Urus, sad Urus. The Urus are crying basically. I have stage 12 power of Hungry Health, no artifact, and a really bad mini rage obelisk. On the mini rage I have lightning damage, which helps a lot, but it's 0.9, which could be 1% per dodge. So I could have a better roll here for sure, and I would be capped on dodge. I'm missing 20% dodge. So Miles Morales could pull out way more damage here, and his uniform is on advanced. So if you are a free-to-play, a new player, and you want a level 70, these two dudes are gonna pay for you, you know. Whatever you're gonna give them, they're gonna pay off for you. And for Miles Morales, I feel like a CDP of Judgment is the best CDP for him, and for the other dude, Miguel O'Hara, Mighty Destruction could fit both PvE and PvP, but PvP I mean Alliance Conquest and nothing serious, more serious than that. So both are really nice. We are just spoiled. We are just spoiled, and we feel like, you know, having tier 4s and level 80 should be the game and anything in this game. But there is players that they're struggling with level 70s, and they want a character that don't need necessarily a CTP. And these two dudes can pull out a lot without a CTP and without a decent build. So yes, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're going to rethink about how useless these characters are, because they are not top meta. But from the other side, what else you want from a character, you know? From a level 70, you have to understand that the game is not all over around you and only you who have tier 4s, who have level 80s, who are playing the game 7 years, 5 years, 4 years. There are people 1 year into the game, 6 months into the game. They want a character to go through GBR and clear it. And this dude can provide you that 100%. I'm totally cool with the characters, and I feel like the way they're doing it, it's pretty nice, you know. After 2 years, they're dropping characters that they can completely clear GBR with an obelisk and no build at all. That was it. I hope I helped you decide what you're going to do with these two spider boys. See you into the next. Kisses in your faces.